Welcome back to the Invalid Nit-Wits podcast. Why are you laughing?
Because I, it was the
Why?
only way. It was the, it was the only way I could resist the temptation because you didn't say one to sing the iCarly theme song.
Well, I'm your host, Control, and you have your co-host, Jakey Boy, and Turtle.
Hello. Oh, we don't even get a hello from
Yeah, we don't. I guess
iCarly.
there's no hello from
What do you
Turtle.
mean? I
Turtle
said
doesn't like.
hello.
We didn't hear it.
Why?
I
Yeah,
don't know. Get a better
we didn't
mic.
hear it, so it didn't exist.
Wow.
So usually I would be starting off the topics, but Turtle has some topics for us today.
Okay.
Have we had enough episodes that we usually?
Huh?
Have we had enough episodes to have it usually?
Yeah, the 4 that we have up. I've started them all. Since none of you want to do the intro, I've had to do the intro for them too.
As all
So
things should be.
stop me if any of these are like already done, but don't stop me in the middle of my sentence.
Oh no, I'm gonna stop you in the middle of your sentence.
Don't do it. Okay. Who is your oldest friend and where did you meet them? Is the first question.
Like my friend today, like till today,
Like your
like my first friend, or like the first, like the
both.
friend that I've. Okay.
Say both.
Okay. Oldest one I can remember. His name was Connor, and he lived like a street or two down where I lived, and we would play like soccer and just pretty much ride our bikes around. And we used to visit this like older lady, and we would like collect agates for her, and she would like give us brownies and cookies.
I still to this day do not know how to identify an agate compared to like just a red rock.
Yeah, she taught us how, and then I just don't remember anymore. And then I guess my oldest friend, that's still my friend, like today, would probably be Dalton. And then I met him. At when I was hanging out with Bryce.
Okay. And Jakey?
Since you guys know who Bryce is.
Is
I'm pretty
Bryce
sure I know who
not a
Bryce
current
is.
friend of yours?
Not really, since he moved, and we just don't really keep in touch anymore.
Oh, that Bryce.
Yeah, him.
Okay. So my oldest friend, like the first friend I had, would be Sawyer. Uh, Jaden, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not sure if
Yep.
Alyssa does.
I might.
Classes play football.
Because we met
I used to play classes.
because we met literally in like daycare or something, maybe even before that. And then my oldest friend that I keep in contact with would be Ben, and I think I met him on the bus.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did I ever say where I'm? Wait, yeah, no, never mind. Just ignore me. Go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
Say
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
my
I'm worried
oldest
about it.
friend. From my memory, my oldest friend would have to be probably like Ellie and Becky. But
I know them.
I think I know.
I don't know. I don't know if
I don't recall those
they would have
names.
considered me as a friend. So I'm gonna
Oof.
go to my second oldest friend, which would be a tie between Pearl and Paige.
Okay, yeah, I know both of those.
And I remember so I met them in school. And I remember it was like very young, like elementary school. And I moved away for like 3rd grade and I came back in 4th grade and I didn't think anybody would remember me. But they remembered me and I remember feeling like so excited about it.
I mean, that's something to say that
And
they thought of you
no
as a
joke,
friend.
I made friends in 3rd grade when I was at the other school that's close by to where we grew up.
Yeah.
And I was I was a little drama queen. I used to make up shit for attention all the time. So I started telling
You
my
still do.
friends that I met in 3rd grade, and I kept telling them, "Oh, I'm gonna move away after this year is over. I'm gonna move away, like, you'll never see me again." And then I did. Only one
Oh
of them
my.
I have seen again since then.
um, uh,
So you lied.
that rem- but that reminds
But
me, I have a funny story involving my my first friend.
okay, can
Um,
I finish my answer
yeah,
first? Okay.
yeah.
And then my oldest friend that I'd still say that I'm friends with would probably be
Wise choice, wise choice.
actually I don't know. Like they're still my friends, but like I don't
I'd
talk
say
to them
like
a whole
I'd
lot.
say
They're
like
not
keep
like
in
close
contact with
friends.
like yeah, like on a
Yeah,
regular
keeping in
basis.
contact on the regular, I would say my oldest friend would probably be like Jakey
I'm surprised
Fair.
that
because
wasn't your oldest friend in general.
oh yeah, no.
Oof. You just got rolled.
I met people before you existed, Jakey.
Oh, fair. I forget that you existed before me. I forget
For
you're
like a
old.
year.
I forget that you're old.
But yeah, Jakey would probably be my oldest friend besides them
Okay.
because I still keep in contact with him. And I met him because our parents are friends.
Yes.
Just yes.
There was a pretty big gap though. The reason that I was hesitating is because there was a pretty big gap that we did not talk to each other like at all.
Like
Except
even
for
Yeah.
even
like
so,
1
like
year I gave him something that I got from like the Scholastic Book Fair or whatever it's called.
oh yep,
I
yep,
gave
yep.
him one present. Like from that, I got like a little like shitty like $100 bill eraser, and I saw him in the hallway, and I was like, "Here you go, Jakey." And then we didn't talk for another large group of years.
I
Oh
don't think I would
my.
have known who you were if you like. I don't think I knew who you were when you gave me
Probably
that.
not.
Yeah, Jacob's
But
memory
Jakey,
is
what
not
was
the
your funny
best.
story?
No, it's not my memory that was at fault. Like I remember what she used to look like. I didn't remember what she looks like now.
Regardless though, your memory still isn't the best. And that's
But you said
facts.
you had a funny story about your oldest friend.
Oh yeah. So they never invited me over, so I decided to take the liberty to invite myself over to their house.
Bruh.
Um, so I had my parents just drive me to their house, and then I basically walked in. Um, and then they're very nice people, so they were like hospitable to me. Um, uh,
Nice.
and eventually, like midway through the visit, they ask if I wanted anything to eat. And I go and they say they're ordering pizza. I almost forgot to say that.
I
And
remember.
I asked for a pepperoni pizza. It comes. I do not eat the pepperonis, and the dad is just like pissed at me a little bit
Yeah, what?
for that.
Why would you order a pepperoni pizza without the pep? What?
Yeah,
I
I
think
remember
it's
us talking about this story before.
I've always liked the pepperoni pizza, even if I didn't have the pepperonis, because I think it's because of the fact that there's actually less cheese on a pepperoni pizza at most places. I think that's why.
I don't know, maybe.
So it's like you made them pay more for the pizza just to reject the pepperonis.
It's like a
Yeah.
dollar more in most places for an extra topping,
Plus, if you think about like the timing, it's probably even less.
probably.
Uh,
I want to get this like done and over with like pretty like early, like not the podcast, but um
oh, I
it's a
thought you were talking
question.
about the podcast.
No, no. Podcast goes for an hour. I can't just speed up time.
You
um
can't?
but it's a
You're not
question for
Doctor
you
Strange?
two and the comment section. Which is better, pancakes or waffles?
Oh boy.
Waffle.
Turtle.
My heart wants me to say pancakes, but in real life, waffles.
100%. I love waffles. Like, uh, I'm after this podcast, I'm making waffles. I don't like.
I
I've been
chose waffles because of the fact that you can like it has pockets already made for syrup
Yeah.
storage.
true.
Syrup and like other toppings.
The
Of
thing
course,
with
they're
pancakes though
convenient.
is I like peanut butter on my pancakes, and it's a
I
lot
do
easier to
too.
spread with a pancake.
I feel like yes and no. I feel like pancakes are flimsier, so like kind of like when you're
I
putting
mean, if you
like
just like leave it on the
harder
plate,
butter on bread
I guess. But like
and then
regardless,
it
like if you just
tears
leave it
up.
on the plate, you just spread peanut butter. I mean, what peanut butter is hard? Are you freezing your peanut butter?
I use crunchy peanut butter. Um,
Actually, I don't mind crunchy peanut butter. A lot of people don't like crunchy peanut butter, but I don't think it's that
yeah.
bad.
I like it besides the fact that one
Got
time I
texture.
cracked open my crown on crunchy peanut butter. A crown that was on
Nice.
my tooth.
I
And
never
then I
get
didn't get it
crunchy.
changed. I didn't get it like updated for like a year or like a year and a
Updated,
half or something. Like I didn't go into the dentist to
like
get a new
replace
one.
it.
Yeah, replaced.
Yo, I gotta update my
And
tooth real
then
quick.
the dentist was mad at me. It was so bad. They were like, "Now we have to resize you because your teeth move." They were so mad.
I would have been
I
mad at you
forgot
too. If I was a
I
dentist.
forgot
Yeah.
why this would have came up. I'm pretty sure that on podcasts I have already stated that I've only been to the dentist I think twice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think you did on the
not
last
good.
podcast episode.
Yeah, last podcast.
Um, but what was I gonna say? Waffles, crunchy peanut butter.
You
And
looking up
that's
an
what she was
image of
gonna
Um,
it?
say.
what?
Are you looking up an image of waffles with crunchy peanut butter?
No, I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say by backtracking.
Oh,
Alyssa's not that scuffed
I
kid.
like
well.
I remember. I really want to try this thing that I saw on TikTok where you like dip a spatula into um like pancake waffle batter, whatever it is. They're the same thing, so it doesn't really matter. But you dip it in and then you fry it. And then you keep dipping it and frying it until it's like thick enough. And then it's just a pocket and you can put stuff in it. Like you could put peanut butter and jelly, or you could put like savory things or sweet things. I really want to try that. It looks so
I
good.
know they came out with like the peanut butter and jelly like combo, like in the jar or whatever. But like I
It's
feel
so
like
gross.
didn't they come out with the peanut butter and honey one or no?
Uh,
I don't recall, but
maybe.
it sounds very familiar. Like they did the exact same thing that they did with the jelly, but with like just honey.
I haven't seen that. I have seen like honey flavored peanut butter.
Peanut butter and honey like sandwich is actually pretty fucking good. You haven't had it.
Peanut butter, honey.
Yeah. Like you put peanut butter on one half and then honey on the other. You know.
I don't have honey unless I'm sick
All right,
because I just don't like it much.
fair. As a kid, I used to just make honey sandwiches. I used to just pour honey on both sides and then just eat that. And like, I wasn't a huge fan of honey when I was younger, and so I think that was like the only way I could have it. But I've grown accustomed to it now.
If I wasn't a fan of it when I was younger, then I'm not a fan of it now. I have very simple taste buds.
Like pickles. I love
Yes,
pickles.
Me too.
disgusting abominations.
No,
Yes,
no.
yes.
I bet you. I bet you like mustard. Fucking weirdo.
Ew.
I don't eat mustard.
Okay.
I have ketchup.
What are you catching up to?
Scrambled egg.
All right, you have another topic for us, Turtle?
Yeah. Um, if you had intro music, what song would it be and why?
Bang Rang by.
What?
No, not Bangarang. Have you not heard Bangarang by Skrillex?
I have.
Intro music.
Yeah.
What? Like
Like
what?
if your life was a TV show or
Okay.
something. Like what would your theme song be?
um. That's a good question, actually. Let's see.
I'm just good
Let
at
me,
this.
let me open up Spotify. See what we got in there. Let me see what I got chilling in there. Do either of you know?
Nope.
I know mine would definitely come from an anime.
Alone by Young Bottom. No. um. I don't know. Because in intro music, like it, I don't know. That's like a genuinely like great question because it's like it's hard to pinpoint like exactly what kind of song you'd want to open with to like
So
pretty much describe you.
intro music, yeah, usually describes like what's gonna happen in a sort of sense.
Yeah.
Um, so would you say your life is an action one, Jaden?
No.
Okay, so you
I would
shouldn't go with like fast music.
You don't know me.
I choose to believe that Jaden's intro music, his theme song would be Tokyo or the Tokyo Drift one.
I don't do anything with cars. What?
You don't have to.
We can pick each other's and see if we agree with them.
Okay. That's fair. And then maybe if we come up with like what we think the other ones would be.
Yeah.
I think just the vibe of that song. But maybe that's just because I love hearing you sing it.
Jaden,
Bruh.
give us a verse.
No. I'm gonna go with Turtle Serotonin
By who?
Serotonin.
Wait,
by Common Charisma.
I haven't
I
heard
don't.
that one, I don't think. Let me listen to a little bit of it.
For Jacob, ugh.
I'm
Let's
too
see.
chaotic for a theme song.
Let's see here.
This would make a bomb theme song. I'll take it as a compliment. I'll take that.
Let's see here.
Although I'm starting to hate that we keep saying theme song yet are treating it as an intro song.
Either is the same.
Just about. Not exactly, but just about.
Yeah, and that just about is too much for me.
We agree Jacob's a shepherd of fire. Avenged
From what?
Sevenfold.
Wait, Shepherd of Fire from what?
Avenged Sevenfold.
I'm searching it on the YouTubes.
Goodness. Uh,
Why did you word it like that? I'm sorry, but I can't agree.
no, it's fine. I don't know. Wait, can we go with Beautiful Nightmare with Jacob?
No.
Fuck. Um,
Oh no, I accidentally skipped the video.
I'm trying to think of like what Jacob does. He said he would see it as like an anime theme, and I don't know. I don't know if I
Um,
would
uh,
like. I could see Jacob as a Solitaire by Chris Webby.
I'll look it up.
That is one I could see him as.
I'm listening to it right now.
I need my theme,
yeah, let's already say one for you.
and I didn't agree with it.
You don't get to not agree. You don't have that choice in life.
Okay, but I do.
Um,
I refuse.
It doesn't matter if you refuse. It's my choice. So it's either gonna be Solitaire or Look at Me for Jacob.
um, I'm gonna go with. This is a hard
Or
one.
Brightside for Arrested Youth. If you guys heard that one.
Uh,
Oh, well, there they go. Like searching it up again.
I'm
yeah.
not searching it up. I'm just gonna say
Pick
I
more.
don't know
Pick
it.
more basic songs.
Pick more basic songs. Not
Pick
my
songs
fault
that
that you
people
haven't
know.
heard.
Yeah, be a basic person, Jaden, like the
Yeah,
rest
for
of us.
real.
Fine, Queen of Broken Hearts
Which one's that one?
by Black
I've
Bear.
heard I've heard that one
I'm
somewhere.
not sure. I don't know. I feel like Jacob's song would be kind of like a meme song that's like really good. Like something that has
Fortnite.
the like chaotic neutral or like chaotic evil energy, but in a good way.
How about That's
Yay,
What I
I'm
Like by
evil.
Bruno Mars?
No. Um,
I'm giving you songs you know and you say no.
because they just don't fit, I feel like. They're not his vibe.
Too chaotic to pin down a song.
Oh, actually, this would fit perfectly. Migraine by 21 Pilots. He always has like a headache.
I don't I don't always have a headache. I've only had a headache recently because I'm tired. You
Or
make me
Gives You
tired with
Hell.
existence, Jaden. You specifically.
Good.
Maybe it's I'm Just Your Problem from Adventure Time because he likes to be everybody's problem, but also he's depressed and he won't admit it.
I'm confused why you call me depressed.
Because you're a college
Says,
kid.
yeah.
All right, give me
Fair.
one that would actually fit me.
Now I can only think of Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Every time you guys just say
um,
Tokyo, I think of Tokyo Ghoul. What?
I'd love to have that as my theme song, honestly. Unraveled.
Actually, I'm changing my vote for Jacob. I'm deciding that his theme song, in my opinion, is the striped sweater song from SpongeBob. The
Okay.
best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time. One with the collar, turtleneck. That's the kind. That one? You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
we know what you're talking about.
That one's so good. Or maybe even Goofy Goober Rock. Any SpongeBob song, actually.
I'm a goofy goober, yeah.
Yeah, that one
I
fits
Um,
Jacob.
I forgot the next line already.
hmm.
But weren't we talking about Jaden's?
Yes.
Yeah, now we're on mine.
Jaden's.
I don't know enough songs for this.
I had for you, Jacob. I had almost 340 for you that I could have gone through
Why?
on my Spotify playlist. I was just kind of looking through that.
Oh,
I feel
that's
like it's
right.
hard to like
People
pin a
make
song on
playlists.
me is because I'm kind of everything when it comes to music.
Are you a tragedy?
I listened to a couple tragedy songs, yeah.
Your existence is a tragedy. But
How about this one?
Okay,
Oh, never mind. What's up? What you got?
not for Jaden. I'm sorry.
What the?
I have finally found my lock-in answer for Jacob
Okay.
because I've been
I the one
trying
I
to think of what it
question.
was called this entire time. Sugar Crash by Eliotto.
See, I don't know that one. Two songs that we all know.
You do know that one. You just
I don't
need to
know that
hear
one.
it. You do.
I
I
don't.
think I think you'll know that one, Jaden.
Um,
I'm making sure it's a song I think it is right now, but I'm pretty sure you'll know that song.
Jaden, for your song, I'm gonna go with I Can't Handle Change by Roar, which you
I don't know that.
probably also know. I didn't know the song that you
Let me
said
look at
for
the
me.
lyrics. What did I say for you?
Oh my gosh.
A lot of it is
Alyssa.
instrumental.
Oh, so that wasn't the song I thought it was, but yes, I love
Wait,
the
what
song you
song?
chose for me. Sugar Crash. I love the song she chose
Sugar
for me.
Crash by Eliotto is the one I chose for Jacob, and I Can't Handle Change by Roar is what I picked for you.
Let me look at the lyrics. See if
It's not a very. I guess it does have like.
But yeah, Jaden definitely knows Sugar Crash. That one's for
yeah.
sure.
Now that I think about
I'm not very confident in my decision about you, Jaden,
it.
because I feel like there's not one that accurately depicts like all of the
Yeah,
pieces
I
of
know that
you.
one. I know Sugar Crash. I don't know. I can't handle change though.
That's okay. Um, it's not a. I don't know.
It's not a I don't know.
It's really difficult to pick a song for you, Jaden.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's because
Like
Jaden
they're
doesn't
either
have any
too
real
sad or
personality.
too upbeat or too angry. Like there's no like mix. There's no
Wow.
like in the middle.
Are you saying wow to what I
No,
said?
listen.
Okay.
Like I need a song that has all of the emotions. that's not like too intense, but also not like too mellow. You know? I need one that kind of hops around.
Like what?
That's what I'm trying to find.
Let me check my playlist to see if I have anything in there.
She needs a song that screams "I'm high."
So we'll start from the bottom. We'll start from the bottom. So these are the songs that are at the bottom of my playlist. Okay, we have "Young in Love" and "Depressed as Fuck." We have "These Days," "Dead Body," "Till I Come Home," "Ex Mortis." Would you like the artist with those?
Should I be worried for you just going off the songs you stated so far?
Okay, I'll list the artists as well. So "Young in Love" and "Depressed as Fuck" by Call Me Charisma, and then with "These Days" by Highly Suspect, "Dead Body" by Call Me Charisma. We have "Until I Come Home" by 2 Feet and featuring Grandson, "Ex Mortis" by Ice Nine Kills, "Welcome to Horrorwood" Ice Nine Kills, "Talk to Me" by Lost. We have we have "Left Out" by Garrett Nosh. We have "Untouchable" by Futuristic, "Numb" by Ryan Oakes, "Black Leather" by Common Charisma. We have "WMD" by Slackjaw.
The Wii Sports theme song.
Wii
What?
Sports has a theme song?
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, I don't want to play Mario Kart.
What?
Just because it has that like Wii sound to it from
Yeah,
Nintendo.
yeah.
I think "Bad" by Common Charisma.
Alyssa, any more
Oh,
topic?
oh, I'm trying to think of the. Gosh, what is the? Okay, so there's a band,
Okay,
and
there are multiple bands.
you don't, I don't think you ever actually see what they look like. Oh, I remember now.
Blues.
No,
But
there's a
Jaden,
I've
that's how
song
it
never.
by
feels
them.
talking to you. That's how it feels talking to you, Jaden. There's a band.
Listen,
Okay.
at least I like think about it. I tell you what track I'm on, and then I tell you after I think a little bit more about it. What
That was. Just wait.
are you looking for? Who are you looking for? A band that you can't like ever see their face. What? We have Slipknot. We have Blue Man Group. We have. Oh, excuse me. So
We
those are
have
the ones I know.
excuse me. I love excuse me.
I feel like your artist could be gorillas.
What?
Yeah, gorillas. Have you never heard of them? It's gorillas, but spelled with a G at the, or not a
Let's
G,
see.
a
I
Z at the
figured.
end.
What are they? What's their music? I
Maybe
can't
like
listen to it
Feel
because it'll
Good
show up on the
Inc.
podcast. But
Yeah, Feel Good Inc. That's what I'm gonna lock it in as.
what their top song?
Yep.
Easiest one to
I've
think of.
never heard of it. So
Wait, Feel Good Inc.
Yeah.
You've heard it, Jaden. I can tell you that. You've heard that song.
Shasha Baba, Shasha Bada.
You
I
have
have
to
not
hear
heard
it.
this.
You probably have.
You've
Are you
heard it.
listening to it?
No, I can't. Otherwise, it's gonna show up on the podcast.
Oh shoot. Just mute your desktop audio
Then
for a
you guys
minute.
can't talk.
Okay.
told you not to talk because they see
Yeah?
things lighting up.
What a bit.
Okay, maybe I do know that song.
What? You do
I said
know the
maybe I
song?
do know that though. Yeah,
That's what
I'd
I'm
say
gonna
it's
lock in. I'm not
I'd say
confident
it's
with it,
fine for him.
but
I would
that's
say
what I'm
either
gonna
that
lock
or
in.
Bad by Call Me Charisma. Either of those two.
The one that I said, or Bad by Call Me Charisma.
Yeah.
Let's go. It was
Does,
accepted.
does Mr. Jaden think he's a bad boy?
Oh, whoops. Yeah, I didn't send those to you, Alyssa. I accidentally sent those in the art channel.
Yeah, I know.
You can delete that
Yeah, I'm
message.
doing that now. But yeah, do we have another topic by Turtle the Turtle?
Yeah, have you ever had a reoccurring dream? And what was it?
No. Actually, okay. Yes, one. And it was very weird and I couldn't understand it. um, but it was when I was like younger cuz I don't really dream that often anymore. Well, everybody dreams, but nobody remembers it. I just don't remember like any of my dreams like for a couple of years now. There's been like only like 2 or 3 times where I remember my dreams.
That's
Um,
boring.
I'm sorry. But it was I was literally just like it's hard to explain because it was like a field, but then there was like a pit that had like hills, like hill staircases. Like it was like hills, but it was like shaped like a staircase, and it was like a square going down to a center area, and there were just like hay bales everywhere or something like that, and um, it got to a point where it was like I could things that were really close, I could see like it looked like I was seeing from like a really far away, or things that were really far away I could see very close. And like one of those attributes like somehow got out of my fucking dream and was actually affecting my eyes. Cause like I could if I really focused on something like when I was in like middle school, things would just like slowly just get further away, and it was to a point where it's like super small. Like I could even like I could even focus like on like the teacher's head, and it would just be puny compared to their body. I don't know what that means, but
I kind
That's a
I
common thing.
low key understand. It's like I've had a similar feeling, but it's like when you are like in a car, for instance. Let's say you're parked at like a stoplight
yeah.
and you'll feel like you're going backwards, like slowly.
No, it didn't feel like I was going backwards. It's just things got smaller. Like I could just make things smaller.
But I feel like that has the same kind of effect.
No.
Going backwards versus making things smaller. When you go backwards, things look smaller.
Everything looks smaller, but if I focused, it would just be one thing smaller. Like I said, like the teacher's head.
Yeah, that's sort of how sight works, though. That's a thing for everybody. If you focus on an object, it will get smaller.
I don't think that's a
And
common thing because I can't do it anymore.
that's a very common thing.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so. I don't think you understand like the degree I was able to like make my eyes do this.
People in the comments can tell us if it's a common thing.
I guess, yeah. How about you
Okay,
guys?
Jakey,
I forgot the question.
have you had a reoccurring dream? If so, what was it?
Um, uh, I have, but I don't remember it at all. Um, uh, but yeah, I definitely have.
Okay.
Um, I've had a reoccurring nightmare. I've never had like a reoccurring dream from what I can remember. But my nightmare, it started when I was like really young and I still have it sometimes. Not often, but occasionally. But it takes place in my kindergarten classroom. And we had like tiles on our floor, like big tiles.
Yeah.
And we were in the classroom and we were going to sit down for show and tell. And then slowly each of the tiles starts dropping. Like they start dropping into this like black bottomless pit. But the walls stay there and all of the furniture stays in its place. But like if people try to grab onto it, they just phase right through it. And it starts in like the very corners of the room and slowly moves towards the center, and I'm standing in like the center of it, and I see all of my like classmates and my teacher drop. And they're like all calling for me to help them, and I hear their screams as they're fading away.
Oh my
And
god.
then and then finally like it's down to the last tile and I'm standing on it and I see it slowly fade into like it dropping, and then I wake up. I remember it very vividly because I still sometimes have the dreams or sometimes have the nightmares. So like we're vibing, I guess.
I don't know if that's a vibe, but
Not a good vibe, but still a vibe.
I
Of a kind.
guess.
It's a vibe of a kind.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I have a question actually. Do you guys think
Okay.
you could survive a Saw movie?
No.
No,
Depending.
I'm not willing to cut off my
It depends
leg.
on the trap.
That's fair.
Like I could not.
I
I
think I would
definitely couldn't
have
survive the candle
like
thing.
a chance, but I think I have a higher chance of just dying. But I think I still have a chance.
Do you think you could survive the candle one? Like the first one they show in the first Saw movie?
First Saw
Where
movie
she's
was the
like
bathroom one.
drowning.
Yeah,
Oh,
but in the first Saw movie they show a scene of like previous ones that he did,
yeah,
and one of them is like a candle one where he's surrounded by candles but covered in um uh
gasoline.
yeah. Do you think you
Yeah.
could survive that? How?
Blow out the candles.
The gasoline could drip though when your face is that close
You don't have to
to
get too
do that.
close.
I mean, what
The
if
wick.
they're what if they're the candles that just reignite? Trick candles.
Well, if they're trick candles, then you don't have a chance. The thing with Saw is that he doesn't. He gives them a chance.
You can put out trick candles, and the goal wasn't to put out the candles in that game,
Oh
it
my
was to
gosh.
escape them.
What trap would you least like to be in?
Um,
Like which one gives you like the creepy crawlies because it's just so bad?
I don't remember like any of the Saw.
either like the hand trap with like it's either a key or antidote or something like that, where they had to like put their hands like up into a cage, but then it was like really sharp, like metal plates that if you try taking them out, you just cut your arms.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep.
Or the head one.
Oh, the like reverse bear trap.
Yeah, that.
Valid.
Reverse
I would
bear.
panic. I'd panic too much
Yeah,
if the
so
reverse bear
it
trap was
like
on my
is
head.
connected to your jaw, and
Oh,
then after the
that.
time runs up, it like snaps open.
Yeah,
Um,
I know which one you're talking about now.
I would say for me, I think there was a trap, if I remember right, where like you had to rip all of your fingernails and like toenails out or something. I couldn't do that. It's not that bad. Like most people would be able to do it, but I think I'd rather just die. Like
Yeah, that'd be really painful.
I saw there was an episode I used to watch Supernatural a lot. I saw one where they ripped out one of their fingernails and like one of their teeth. Mm-mm. Not for me. Can't do it. Otherwise any of the like ones where it pulls on their back skin, or like the angel trap.
Yeah.
That
Which one's
one
the
was
angel trap
awful.
again?
For sure, it's the one
Let
with like the
me.
wires that were like attached to like your backbones, your like your shoulder blades, something like that, and then you had to do something in a certain amount of time, and if not, then like pull them.
Uh, create some wings from your
Yeah, so
backbone.
this lady, her thing was like there was a key in the bottom of like a little container of acid that like a pretty much immediately melts your skin down. Like she had to really quickly put her hand into the acid, grab the key and pull it out before it disintegrated pretty much. And without like splashing it on herself, otherwise the trap went off. This is in Saw 3. Spoiler alert.
You can't say
Um
spoiler alert after you say the
Yeah.
spoiler.
What?
Well, no, I don't think it's a spoiler because it's just talking about what her like challenge is. It's not talking about if she passed it or how the trap goes off or anything like that. So that's why I'm saying spoiler alert now because I'm about to talk about it. Um, so attached to the victim's back was a heavy metal device with two mechanic arms, which in their initial position looked like two fold-up wings. Or folded up wings. Additionally, 12 C-shaped metal brackets were laid tightly around the victim's chest, with 6 brackets on each side of the body.
That
These
one.
brackets were hooked onto the victim's rib cage and were
What are you
connected with a
reading?
contraption of the victim's back by several wires. In order to escape the trap, the test subject had to grab the key, like said, for the padlock, that was like holding it all together in the acid-filled glass jar. Um, and
Are
she
you
only had,
reading Wiki?
yeah, I'm reading a wiki. She only had 60 seconds to do it. I can't even, I can't even think fast enough to even, like, imagine doing that, being put
So
in that
like,
trap.
I don't remember where the trap was, but like was it like on a stool? Was it like on a table? Like, so if she
Um,
got the acid on her, the trap would go off, not anywhere else.
no. So the whole point of it is that there's these like metal circular things that are hooked onto her rib cages.
Yeah.
The way that the trap goes off is it rips it all open,
Yep.
like it pulls it out. Her task was to reach her hand into this
That
like
was in the
thing of
classroom,
acid
right?
and grab a key that was in the bottom. No, it was in kind of like a basementy looking
Okay.
place.
I thought it was in like a abandoned. I don't remember what trap that was in. Um,
Um,
but couldn't she
I'm trying
theoretically
to
just
look.
like?
No, because it was too high and it was like secured. I mean, I could be wrong, but even if she were to dump it out, she'd have to catch the key and get the acid on her hand anyway. And it's like pretty far away. It's like just in the range for her to be able to reach. Even
Uh,
having the trap on in general
that would hurt like a
would be
bitch.
so painful,
Yeah.
let alone like, ugh.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't. But that's the one that gets me really bad. Jakey, you said you didn't remember them well enough.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a while.
If you haven't seen the Saw movies, see them now.
Yeah, no more spoiler alert. You're welcome to come back. The Saw movies are really good.
Yeah,
10 out
pretty
of
good.
10.
Well,
I love them.
first one was kind of boring, but
Yeah, I'd be down to talk about the first one a little bit. Um,
Do you have another topic or no?
um, not off the top of my head. I have this like page of topics, but I need to go through and see which ones have and have not been done.
In the meantime, those who are watching, if there are any like guests that think we know, or that you just know that would be willing to come on here, comments as well, along with the what are the other things? The site thing, waffles and pancakes thing. You could just dabble that in there too of who you'd like to see on the podcast.
Yeah, and you can also go follow Jakey Boy Zulu on Twitch. Um,
Follow us all on Twitter. The
Yeah.
links will be in
trying,
the description.
we're trying to get me 50 followers and get me canceled, hopefully even without me posting that video ever. That's
Cancelled
what.
for no reason though. Like he doesn't actually do something bad. We just cancel him.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Um.
That's the goal.
Okay. I have my next topic.
Yeah. This will be the
Has
wrap up
any
topic.
has anyone ever saved your life? If
No,
it's
I've
about an
always.
uncomfortable situation, you don't have to talk about it. But like
Um,
besides that,
I actually was gonna say no, but then I realized possibly. Yes, my sister. Um, because anytime that I get majorly injured, it's usually my sister who sees me first injured and like gets me to the hospital. And there's been a few times like that. So
Um,
yeah,
no, I don't think there is because I don't really give people a chance to save my life too much.
valid.
Even as a kid, I didn't really do much.
So we might need to go into another topic. Um, I have had my life saved by somebody. Actually, I almost drowned when I was little, and
Okay.
two of my classmates
Like in a
like
pool
saw
or
me.
a lake
Yeah,
or
in a pool that was in our school.
oh, okay.
Um, two of my classmates, two of my friends actually found me like
They
bobbing
found
a
me
little
dead.
bit out of the shallow end, and I was like screaming for help, but none of the lifesavers. Wait,
Not the
what?
candy.
None, none of the lifeguards saw me or heard me, I guess, and I remember being so mad about it. But I was like just out of the reach, and it was so like scary. Oh my gosh.
yeah, I had the same exact situation happen. Our lifeguard sucked or something because like you could be screaming for help and
They
if
they
would
I was
just
not
like
hear.
if I was like exhausted and I couldn't make it, I usually just like hold my breath, go down, and just like walk the floor. I use that to gain momentum to go back up, get more air.
I didn't know how to swim
I
or go
cannot.
down. I couldn't go down or go up.
I floated, but not high enough for my nose and mouth to be above water.
Exactly. So basically, if you can't swim, you can't go down or up, which makes it so that you're just drowning.
Would you guys ever go into like a sensory deprivation tank?
What's
What is
that?
this? What is this? That,
So a
uh,
sensory deprivation tank is pretty much where it's enough salt and the right temperature where you pretty much will float whether you're breathing or holding your breath. You will float, and it's like exact body temperature, so it almost feels like you're floating just there and just like nothing. And they keep it dark so you can't see, and then they make sure the rooms are completely quiet, and so it pretty much takes away every feeling that you have.
do you wear something to make it so that you can breathe? Like, do you have a mask, like an oxygen mask
No,
on?
it's kind of like a bubble where it's okay. Let me
It's
rephrase it.
not all the way
It's like a
full.
yeah. It's like a
I
plastic
know what you're
bubble.
talking about
Yeah,
now.
where it has a door that's up and down. not up and down, sorry, left to right. So it shuts on you, like downwards, I guess. And you float there. You just sit there and float. They close it. They turn off like pretty much all the lights. They do monitor you, so so you don't just die. But yeah, it pretty much takes away almost every single sense that you have, and you're just there, floating.
I know a lot of people like panic when they go inside of one of those. But
I would
I think
definitely be
I'd
down
be
to get one.
fine. I think I'd be fine being in one.
Be so cool.
Part of me wants to say yes, and I'm gonna kind of lead this into my last topic here since we are kind of wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to say yes, but my fear of the dark would stop me because I'd get super paranoid because I wouldn't be able to see anything, assuming it's like pitch black.
Pretty much, yeah. They take away all your senses. Sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah, so that'd be a no from me just because of the not being able to see.
Fair.
But that kind of leads into my next question, my next topic, my last topic. What is the silliest fear that you have?
Have we not done that one?
I feel like we haven't, but
See,
I
a
could be
lot of
wrong.
people are the opposite of mine. Like, one of my biggest fears. Why is my thing not talking? Thing isn't doing its thing. What the fuck? None of ours are.
Oh, sad.
Well, thank God it's at the end. But no. So a lot of people have a fear of heights, and like, okay, that's not my biggest. My biggest fear is like deep waters. I hate the ocean. The ocean can fuck off.
Yeah, but the
But
silliest fear.
yeah, so a lot of people have fear of heights. So like when they're high up and they look down, they can't do that. I'm fine with that. It's when I have so many things around me that are so fucking tall, I panic. I just sit
Like
there. I'm
being
like,
in the
this thing
cities.
could be like fall. No, the cities, they're all right because it's like a skyscraper or two here. But when it's like kind of like Mall of America, when it's like you're at the bottom floor and they have like kind of like the Lego City area where it's just a bunch of big things just really high in the sky. That freaks
Okay.
me out.
What about you, Jacob? Do you have any silly fears? If so, what's the silliest?
Um, uh, so the only fear I can think of really is spiders and bugs. I hate spider like just anything that crawls on more than four legs, basically.
I
Um,
suppose.
but sort of like Jaden, I have a fear revolving around heights, sort of, but it's not heights themselves. It's my footing. I'm scared that my footing isn't
You're scared
stable.
to fall.
Yeah, I'm not scared of the heights. I'm scared of falling due to unstable footing. Like if I'm on a tree, I'm just fine because I think that trees are pretty stable. Um, but then if
Like a
I'm on
ledge.
something like
Like
a
a cliff,
ledge or
where you're
a
not sure if like the
um,
rock's gonna fall underneath.
yeah, or what's the thing at Mall of America that it's like a adventure park sort of that they have that where like you climb
Oh,
up
yep.
very unstable things. Yeah, I cannot do that even though I have a harness on my back during that. It freaks me out so much just because of the footing being
Mm-hmm.
so unstable. Like
Another weird one of mine, I guess, is I guess I have claustrophobia, but it's strictly only around my head. Like you could bury me in sand all you want, just as long as my head's not covered. Like that's the only part of my body I will not let like want close things near.
That's valid. I would say my silliest, it's a very common one, but my silliest fear is just the fear of the dark. Because, like, part of me is like, oh, that's just like kids and like thinking monsters are out there and stuff. And it's like,
I
not
love making me freak
specifically
out at
me.
night.
I hate it. Not gonna lie. But, like, part of it is like, I have an overactive imagination, so I'm like, what if these things could be real? Like, like aliens. I think that there are aliens out here. Are they here? I don't know. Probably not, but I don't know. Or like anything like that. And um there's that, but then there's also like animals, there's like people, anything could be out there. So if I'm in the dark, like just like there's a human thing that happens to most people, especially people who have the fear of the dark, where like you see like silhouettes of things, usually
Yeah.
just like everyday objects, and then you start to see them as like what they're not. Like your brain sees faces and things that don't have faces or stuff like that. That would be one of my silliest fears. I think the absolute silliest of my fears is I am sometimes afraid of deer. Low key.
Why?
Like, okay, sometimes, like, we have a place where you can pet deer and stuff near
Yeah.
where we grew up. That was fine for me. Like, 89% of the time. However,
That last 19
especially
or
like
the last 11.
especially like at night, I think it's because I saw like both Adventure Time and regular show. I've seen an episode where it's like this really fucked up deer. Like in Adventure Time, there's the episode where there's this deer that has like hands and has things covering their hooves, and they like lick all of the candy people and stick them together in like a sewer. And that was really creepy. And then there was also, I don't remember how the episode went specifically, but there was this episode on regular show about like this really buff, like scary deer when they were out camping or something like that. And ever since I saw those episodes, like I just can't see deer the same. I know that they're not like that, but they just look so creepy to me sometimes. But other times I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Or like sometimes even at night I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's a deer, and I'll literally like pull my car over and I'll roll the window down and be like, come here.
Oh shit!
Obviously
Our
in a
things are working
safe
again.
situation. Huh?
Our things are working again.
Oh, thank God. But yeah, that would be my like it's it's a half fear, cuz sometimes they don't scare me at all, but sometimes I'm fucking terrified. Like one time I saw a deer outside of my house at night and I had to have my dad come out and get me. I had to, and it was like 1 in the morning, so I had to call him, wake him up, have him come out and get me because I couldn't get out of my car. And I think also another part of that is because since they are wild animals, they are unpredictable. So they could just like charge at you. Not likely, because usually they're pretty skittish,
Yeah.
but it's happened before.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be mine. That wraps up my last topic for the night.
That wraps up your TED talk.
Yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk about deer and how they're sometimes terrifying.
Yeah, I guess that wraps up the fifth, fifth episode of the Invalid Nit-Wits podcast. Yeah, like we said, if you would like some guests on here, let us know. I will have all of our links for Twitch down below as well. And yeah,
Feel free to drop in the comments your answers to any of these questions, or like Jaden said, if you have any suggestions for people that we should have on the podcast or any ideas we should talk about.
I was gonna say that.
well, we will catch you guys the next episode.
Goodbye.
Bye.